to alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
You're listening to 3GuysAndA12Pack.
Why do you drink ice-cold beer?
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
With your host, Dean Danley.
Why don't you give me fresh beer? You serious?
Now!
Michael Bradshaw.
I'm gonna go build my own theme park with blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget the park.
And
Now let's get Joe Beer nipping in my liver, huh?
Tony Goldtrap.
You're a pimple on society's ass and you'll never amount to anything.
All right, everybody, welcome to the first podcast of 3 Guys and a 12-Pack. I'm Tony Goldtrap. With me, I have Dean Danley.
Hey, what's up?
And Michael Bradshaw.
Michael Bradshaw.
So, guys, how's it been?
You know, I still have the old stupid accent. It's subtle. I don't know. I don't know if your accent's very subtle, but you can talk about it if you want. It really doesn't even show. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The thing is,
Tell us what the thing is. Tell us. We need to know.
France.
Excuse me?
France.
France? We're going to talk about France first? Okay.
What about France? Why don't you tell us about France? What's going on?
Well, a lot of people died in France.
A lot of people died in France. That's a good way to put it.
89 people died in France, actually.
89.
89.
Are you sure?
Well, that's the last time I checked.
I mean,
It could be more.
and he got it. And you got it, didn't you? Yeah. you
Yep,
one,
got it
didn't
right in the ear.
you? Yeah, I heard it too.
Right
I heard
in the
it.
air. Thanks
Well,
for
I'll
that.
tell you what right
There we
now.
go.
My microphone was off.
But we got it fixed. He's going to cut that out. We got that. Don't worry.
Oh, no, it ain't getting cut out. It's in there.
It's
I
in
mean, I
there?
could kind of hear them, but we're good now.
Oh,
we're
okay,
good
good.
now. You know,
Either way.
hey.
Either
hey.
way.
So 89
Either
people
way.
died. Why don't you tell us? How they die?
Some guy decided it'd be cool, like just rent a truck and run into a bunch of people. Come on.
So, yeah, he went ahead and he...
You know, honestly, I haven't read a whole lot about this. Did he rent a box truck or was it a van?
It was a box truck.
Was
Yes,
it a box truck like a U-Haul?
Yes, it was.
You know, I hate to put names out there like U-Haul or something like that, but I kind of feel like that's...
And it says it's illusion.
That's the standard.
What is
Like,
illusion? What the fuck does that mean?
I have no idea.
Illusion? What the hell?
Evolution?
Illusion.
Illusion? Was that the name of the
Like
box truck?
A-L-L. No, that's where it's from.
Illusion?
Illusion.
Illusion where?
I don't know. I don't
Like
know
an
what that
illusion.
even
He's
means.
not real. He's not a real person. He's an illusion.
No, he
not the
definitely
89
existed 'cause
people.
He killed the shit out of
he
some
killed
people.
a bunch of people and put up a lot
Look,
of people
hey,
in the
this is
hospital.
not. We're not trying to put like a. We are absolutely not trying to put like a.
We're not trying to make fun of this. This is an actual
at
serious
all. This is
situation.
very
Absolutely.
situation.
And it
Terrible
show. I mean, he shot people from the truck,
Yep.
but it shows that they don't necessarily need weapon or guns to do what they want to do.
Or explosion.
Did you hear about all the...
Or
this
explosives.
guy had like a truck full of grenades. Like this shit was gonna
Grenades,
get way
yeah.
worse.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
If this
He did not
situation was
use
not
those,
diffused
so-
the way that it was, this situation could have got way worse.
And the thing about it was too, it's like I think people ended up letting their guard down some because they expected something to happen during the whole soccer event, football Europe or whatever. They had the whole tournament there in France that had just ended, and Bastille Day, and boom,
And,
that's
you know,
when
and
it
everybody's
happened.
talking about and see everybody's got their eyes and their ears all concerned with the Olympics coming up, with what's going to happen in Brazil.
There's a
and
lot of people like actually that are actually
sporting events are being
taking
targeted
back.
now.
Jordan Spieth.
oh yeah, all the golfers are like
all the
pulling out.
golfers like
The
not
top
so
five
much.
golfers have already pulled out of the event, like
Absolutely,
straight up.
yes,
And
yes.
see, we're all concerned about what's going on, you know, next month or the month after for the Olympics, but I mean, they're already targeting sporting
is-
events in every major city.
And this is the first year that actually the Olympics are an actual Olympic event.
The golf is, yeah.
yeah, the
yeah.
golf,
the
the golf is
first
an
year.
Olympic event. Yes, yes.
And all the best golfers are saying, nope.
Well, the only reason that the golfers are pulling out, because you got to look at it this way: the golfing tournament, they're not looking at the Olympics the same way because they have their tournaments that go year round.
No, I definitely understand that.
So you got to think about basketball. See, the NBA shuts down for a certain period of time for the Olympics so that their players can play during the Olympics. Okay, but golf's taking 1 week off, and there's a tournament right after it too, as well.
But you'd be surprised like how much it takes to be good at golf.
Oh, I'm not saying that there's a difference between basketball sports and golf sports, but you got to look at it this way. There's also swimming. You think you would dunk on me, but you got to remember, I got a pretty mean right hook, especially when people are trying to jump over me.
That's a foul.
I don't care. You ain't gonna dunk on me. I'll foul you too.
On me, are you?
I will dunk on both you guys.
No, you won't, bro. You have a left and a right nut, and I guarantee you, a left hook or a right hook to either one of them is gonna hurt. You won't be dunking.
You know what? Dean is very right. That would hurt like hell.
I would put more money on Dean being able to do 10 pull-ups than for you to be able to dunk on me.
I can't dunk on anybody. I can't jump.
Thank you. That's almost a vote of confidence, but not quite a vote of confidence.
I can't dunk that out. All right. Seriously, I can't dunk that out.
Okay, Joe Pesci over there. All right. Okay. All right.
That's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
I hate these cell phones. And they charge you.
Yeah.
And they fuck you, and they fuck you, and they fuck you.
By the way, you do have your cell phones turned off, right? Or at least down or whatever? Oh, okay.
Except for
good.
Mine is
good.
Not.
Yeah. Well, I figured that much, now that you finally found it and everything.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. You just need to chill out. You just need to chill.
I need to chill?
Just chill.
You want me to just chill?
Just chill.
Just chill like that bottle of Fireball that's sitting on the table there?
That bottle of Fireball
Why wouldn't you chill
just
like that?
chilling right now.
It's
just
defrosting, actually. It's condensation.
Okay. So you want me to do something with it? Look at that.
No, she's calling you.
You could do whatever you want.
Right as you told me.
She's literally calling you, right?
She just call you?
Yes.
She, by the way,
she
is,
that we're
yes,
talking about.
Bradshaw's ex.
Bradshaw's
I'm
ex.
actually, all right. Let's go ahead and put this out there. I'm newly single. So,
I'm going to drink to that.
I literally don't know what that means. But
Hey,
I will. I'm actually going to take a shot to that, I guess.
Yeah, I just took a shot, so that's what we're doing. 3 guys.
Bradshaw's single?
Oh, wait,
Bradshaw
you serious?
is definitely
Let me
newly
laugh
single.
even
That's
harder.
right, 3 guys and a pack listeners. Just think of that. Michael Bradshaw, one of your co-hosts of this very show, is now single.
It kind of sounds like he has an accent, but he definitely does.
Kind of sounds like it. He's in love with his accent. Like it's his e-peen. He's got to stroke it as often as he can.
All right, shut up. Look. All right, I do have a stupid accent. But the thing is, France, and I hate. We need to put this out there and say that we put our hearts out there for France.
Our hearts out there for France.
Hearts.
Our hearts. Are you sure it's hearts?
Definitely.
We're not putting our dicks out there for France. We're putting our hearts out there for France.
I
mean, we legitimately do feel bad for the events that went down over there in
How do you pronounce that?
Nice.
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 That's what I thought. Yeah, that was terrible. God damn it, and it just keeps happening.
It's gonna keep happening.
And it keeps happening to Europe.
It's an ideology, and it's it's their war on people that don't believe what they believe in.
Well, it's Islamic terrorism is the epitome of exactly what it is. It's what's up?
Nazi Germany. That was an ideology, was it not?
Absolutely, I agree.
It's something they believed in.
I agree.
And how did that get stopped?
Guerrilla war tactics, actually.
What?
Guerrilla war tactics.
No, that's why part of this got started, is because we went over there and taught a bunch of guerrilla war tactics.
Yeah.
That's why ISIS knows what they know now, but
because we kind of taught those, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of our fault.
We taught Afghanistan the guerrilla war tactics to fight off Russia, because we had to take out communism.
Well, unfortunately, now we have several enemies because of it. Thank you.
Yeah, we had to.
Man. Should we even talk about Brexit? Is that even something that we should even bring up?
Honestly, yes, we should.
I don't
They've
know
already
how
got
Brexit
fucked.
even affects France because we're talking about France right now. Okay, and what
It
happened in
affects the
France?
whole European economy over there.
Oh, Brexit affects as far as world economy.
Yeah.
It's not just France. It's not just Europe.
This is literally the
world
first
economy.
time the U.S. dollar has ever been
worth more than the pound?
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
No.
that's only by
Yes.
global banking standards. If we go by global banking standards,
Why wouldn't you?
If you're looking at a global economy, you gotta kind of go by global
gotta
banking
go by that.
standards.
I mean that still puts somebody in charge of all world currency. And I almost said U.S. as the word like the world, but we're not. That's just
We're America. We do what we want.
But see, you know what? That's something we should talk about because that's exactly what we're grown.
That's what
to
we're
believe.
accustomed to.
Yeah, that's exactly what we where we came from. This is what we learn as we grow up. You're Americans. You can do what you want. It's land of the free. But
Yeah.
in reality, it's not.
It's
just like
really
France.
not.
It's
No,
just
you
like
could do
anywhere
what
else.
to a degree that doesn't affect other people, and pushing your ideologies on them. Funny how that kind of comes back up, ain't it? Ain't it?
I was at the house.
Definitely does come up a lot when you talk about it.
Oh man.
But as long as we're spreading our communism, but we're not communists.
American communism.
Yeah. American
Socialism.
communism. Yeah, socialism. Is that
Sounds
what it is?
better than communism.
It does sound a lot better than communism, but it doesn't make any difference because we're all classified regardless,
I want to
and
try.
we're always going to be an empire. I mean, how many bases do we have in how many countries?
Don't get me?
A lot. Too many if you ask certain people.
Huh? That's nothing wrong with it.
So, I mean, we are the military for several countries that don't even have standing military.
So how does that not make us an
Taiwan?
empire?
Oh no, I didn't say that we weren't.
I'm just trying to say that we have a
Empires
president.
fall.
We work as a
They
democracy.
collapsed.
They say that we're a democracy, and we have a president.
I mean, we just had to send
But
how
how
much
are we
money?
not an empire?
We had to send how much money over to Puerto Rico
To which country
to
this
bail
time?
them out.
Yeah,
'cause their
but they're
economy
also
was tanking.
they're a subsidiary of the United States. They're this close from being a state without actually being a state.
Yeah. Well, they're
Because
they're
they don't have the
smarter,
state
I
tax.
guess.
I don't really know enough
Oh,
about
man.
politics to really go that far into it.
Me neither. I don't.
I don't know how that whole situation works and what laws they work by. All I know is they're a subsidiary.
I know that your vote doesn't matter for president.
Absolutely.
I do know that.
But we all know
do
that.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of us don't vote.
Here's the thing. What are we talking about?
We're talking about how our votes matter.
Oh,
in the
no,
presidential
your vote
primary.
doesn't matter,
Yeah.
actually, at all. Actually, it's called the...
Electoral College.
The Electoral College,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
It's just like how many states
How
voted
many
for this
people
funny
do
person.
you
thing-
know
wait,
that
let me
makes the
explain this
Electoral
to you.
College relevant?
Let me explain this to you now. So
We
the
all
electoral
know what the
college,
Electoral College
you cannot
means.
be a senator or a House representative or anything like that.
You cannot.
To be on the electoral college. You cannot, because that's supposed to make it fair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
So wait.
No, it still is.
Who picks the electoral college?
It,
Who picks them?
No, actually...
The senators and the people from the House of Representatives and the
No.
people from government pick who's going to be in the electoral college. So how does that make it a bias?
No, technically...
How does it? No,
How
there's
does
no
it make it not biased?
because
don't
we
choose that.
select the senators and everything.
But we
so
don't
technically
select
we
the
don't.
senators.
Yes,
They-
we do.
it-
Yes,
think we do.
Yes, we do. I'm not saying that. But I'm
You
saying
think that we elect that?
what I'm saying is, like, there are some people that make the Electoral College relevant.
It's like
I'm not
everything
saying
in
there's
government. I mean, look how Hillary got away with what she did. Isn't that awesome?
We're not saying that there was a crime here,
Yeah.
but we're also not saying that there wasn't
But
a
she
crime
didn't.
here.
No, you know what?
But we're not
But
doing an
here's-
investigation.
But here's the thing: she did not get tried.
She's not gonna get tried either.
That's a problem. She's not going to a trial
So who are we gonna vote for?
because of her intent. Her intent
Does
wasn't
it
there.
matter? Does
Hey,
it matter who you vote for?
Hey, if I get pulled over by the
Yes.
cops for speeding,
Yes,
can
it
I
does.
just tell them that, well, I didn't intend to
Especially
speed,
in
so it's
Florida.
okay? I didn't intend to speed. It
That's
just
not
happened.
gonna get you off. You're not Hillary Clinton after all.
It just happened. Yeah.
That's gonna be the new saying. I'm not Hillary Clinton. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's just the way it is. There's no investigation to be had here.
I don't-
know what you're doing.
Okay,
I don't have that Clinton money.
I'm a Bernie supporter, and I'm actually not that happy that he said he was like, you know what? I'll take Hillary.
Oh yeah, that definitely trashed him and her campaign too. How are you gonna?
What did he say?
4 weeks ago, he was talking about Hillary is not fit to be president of the United States, and then he comes out and he says, "I endorse Hillary Clinton for president of the United States."
I did not hear that, but you know what that is? That's a paycheck that just went in his pocket.
It is.
That is a huge paycheck, and we all know it because that's the way it works in politics.
You know what that is?
It sucks.
What is it? Why don't you just tell me?
Hold on. I'll tell you what that is.
I know you're gonna cut it out.
I'll tell you. I'm not cutting anything out. There's nothing to cut. There's no cutting here, buddy. This is
you're
uncut.
Gonna cut out some of this.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. So this is how I see this. Hold on. So Bernie Sanders, like we just said, comes out 4 weeks before. It says Hillary's unfit to be president.
Yeah.
Then he comes out and he says,
I support Hillary.
"Okay, hold on.
God damn it, Bernie.
Hold on.
Checking account."
But that's what.
Oh, wait,
Here's the thing
Let me laugh
about
even harder.
supporting Hillary. Because all these other sons of bitches, they've been supporting Trump, and I get it, because they want a revolution. The thing is,
Goddamn Mongolians, break down my chitty wall.
How about
no,
Gary?
I get that. No, I get that. No, I get that.
How about Johnson?
Who?
Gary Johnson.
I'm
The independent
I'm not
running.
Libertarian,
Who?
though. I'm not a libertarian.
Let me get it one more time. Who?
Who?
Exactly.
Johnson.
What are those?
Exactly.
He's a
Yeah,
libertarian.
that.
He's a libertarian.
What is that? What's a Gary Johnson?
A libertarian.
Why don't you tell me about Gary Johnson? What do you know about him?
He believes in small government. He believes in
What's small government?
small government.
Small, like your state government.
He
believes in state governments versus U.S. government.
No, not
Not
necessarily. What
necessarily.
he's
Yeah,
believing
necessarily,
is the state governments are supposed to run the states like intended, and the federal government is just to kind of oversee things as a whole, but
that
not to
will
be
never
as
work.
involved
That'll
as
never
it's
work,
gotten to
though.
be.
That will never work.
No.
I wish it could be that way, but it will never work.
And unfortunately, it won't.
Like most,
Because
like,
people don't pay
most-
attention
well,
as
most
much now.
libertarians love capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
But what about? But what about people? What about when you say capitalism? What about big business though?
What about
about
talking
big
into the microphone?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
a microphone there.
What about big business?
No, that's not going away because of capitalism, which helps.
It's not like we're outsourcing.
Which
as it is.
which
Oh yeah, we are.
We're still trying to insource.
which runs the federal government. So
What I'm saying is, like, you can't. God, we need government because of big business.
And because we still owe China how much money?
There's nothing. To
everybody
fucking do
owes
with it.
China.
Everybody
That's neither here
owes
nor
China.
there.
I'm
Doesn't matter.
just trying to say right now.
I'm talking about the. I'm no.
You say
I don't.
we need
I don't
government,
give a
but
fuck
if we-
about China.
Okay, but if we don't have government, China walks in and we're all Chinese. Just saying.
That doesn't matter now. They could walk in and we'd all be Chinese now if they wanted
Yeah, but
to.
at
What's
least
your
our
Chinese
government has
China?
control of things.
There's
right?
enough people in China that they could walk over their dead bodies across the Pacific and walk into California and be
Literally,
like, "It's all
yes.
Chinatown now, baby."
Yeah, but our
Yeah.
government
But they
won't be
don't
able to
have
stop
that
it,
many-
right? Isn't that what they're for? Isn't that what they do? They sign treaties and they stop things.
What are you talking
Isn't that what they do?
about?
They protect our rights.
Okay,
I
the
think Dean's.
next time the
No.
ISIS wants to run up and throw a bomb, just hold a piece of paper up and that'll stop it.
But see, that's a different thing. That's not hundreds of millions of Chinese invading our shores. That's one bomb
Alright,
by one
alright, the
individual.
Chinese
that we
will
cannot
never-
stop because you never know
The
when that
Chinese
bomb is
will
coming
never invade our
or
shores.
where that bomb's coming from. We're not talking about the Chinese
That'll
invading
never
our
happen.
shores.
That'll never happen. That'll never happen, guys.
Speaking of Chinese, well, no, that's Japanese. The Japanese did.
Imperial sons of
let's just
bitches.
change this up a little bit. We've been on politics enough.
A little too much
I need
politics.
I need a little
We're
relief
always
here. A
on
little
politics.
distraction from it all. Apparently, Pokemon Go is the new rave now. The new craze. Everybody's playing Pokemon Go,
I am not.
That's the shit's covering the world right now.
and apparently now people aren't paying attention.
Oh,
Not that they weren't paying attention before.
oh, people.
Exactly, exactly.
Actually, people like found dead bodies, and they have also walked right off a cliff.
There were 2 guys in California. They walked right off a cliff chasing a Pokemon.
No shit.
But at the same time, I heard the same story
and fell 90 feet.
But a little kid was playing Pokemon Go and found a dead body.
Yeah.
So,
Oh no, there is good and bad. I read a story on Facebook. My girlfriend read it, and then she read it to me, and it took her like 3 times because she was crying. She's got one of those hearts.
Yeah.
The parent of an autistic child. Okay, and you know how that schedule-oriented autistic children can be.
Yeah.
So this little kid decided, he wanted to play Pokemon Go, so they were playing it, and normally at 8 o'clock, they had a set schedule that they would be doing something or whatever, but the kid was like, Mom, I'm gonna go outside, chase Pokemon, and she was just like, okay, and they're walking down the street, and they see another kid that was playing Pokemon Go, and he comes up to the autistic kid, starts talking to him, and they go to the park, and he's talking to all these young adults and other little kids and everything, and he's being social.
Like he wouldn't be.
And everything like he normally would not be, exactly. And it's a great story. It really is.
I think it's actually pretty fantastic.
If it takes little pocket monsters to bring us together.
Pokemon, yeah.
Well, I mean, it comes from the name Pocket Monsters. It's a Japanese word for Pokemon.
Yeah.
If it takes Pocket Monsters to bring us together, even if it's autistic kids with other little kids, you know what? It's the same game as something else that we've all been introduced to. We just added the same element, the same element that we're used to seeing back from the 90s.
I don't play the actual game. But the thing is, like, I see a bunch of memes about people like saying like, oh no, well you can play Pokemon and then you could have a job, or you could do neither. Well, most people that I know that play that fucking game, I'm saying fucking game.
I use the expression "fucking game."
I did say fucking game. Most of those people have a fucking job, actually.
Well, that's because we're talking about a certain age bracket. Because if everybody remembers, all the listeners out there, Pokemon came out in the 90s.
It did.
So all of us kids that are 2016 now,
it's nostalgic.
If Pokemon came out in the 90s, you gotta imagine that. If the kids were playing with it in the 90s, those kids have got to be between 5 and 15 years old at that age, right? Oh, so you add 16 years to that. And how old do you think those kids are now? Well, I'm 33. How old are you? 28?
Yeah.
How old are you? 34?
34.
Well, I think that all puts us in that same age bracket that would put Pokemon as nostalgic to us.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah, most of the people playing it are between the ages of 25 and up.
Get on them.
I mean, I'm just saying, gotta catch them all, guys. Gotta catch them all.
Yep. I'm right there with you.
Right?
Completely agree.
Me and Dean just fist bump.
Yeah. We would beer tap, but
fist bump again because I don't think everybody saw it.
Oh, you know what? Should we point the microphones at us so they could see it?
You should. Spill a little more of that, Bradshaw. And that's why you got a beard to catch all that, right? Yeah.
That's exactly. I'll tell you what. Yes, ma'am. That's exactly what I have. Catch that.
Oh wow. You got a vagina.
He has a nice beard, but he's got a
I do have a
pussy ass looking mustache right now.
I'll tell you what. All right. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna be real bad right now.
Shout a little more into the microphone because I don't think I heard you with my headphones on.
Yeah, at all.
Seriously?
No.
You look like a big old Snorlax.
I'm gonna tell you what right now.
I want to throw a Pokeball
No,
at that.
I'll tell you what. By God, look.
You look like a bitch.
No, there's this thing called the little redneck, and honestly, I fucking get it.
Should we be endorsing other shows?
Why? We want people to listen to our show. Why are we going to endorse someone else's
I mean, he
show?
just endorsed Liberal Redneck, which is another show.
I didn't know intentionally.
That's what I'm just saying. Should we be endorsing other shows?
He could say he listens to it. I mean, I don't see a problem with that.
Liberal,
I mean,
redneck.
I mean, it's not like you have the same point of view.
I'm not trying to be. Yeah.
What's the guy's name that does Liberal Redneck? Troy
Crater.
Troy Crater. Yeah, I think that's his. Have you ever watched Liberal Redneck? First of all,
no.
The guy's got a good point of view.
You really should.
He really does. The guy is a straight up Tennessee redneck. He's very intelligent. He's me. Like, he has very smart point of views. He's got a lot to say. He really does. And he does it in a very short span. Like, he does, like, little 4 and 5 minute video clips, and he posts them to YouTube. And the guy's got a point. He's got a lot of very good points.
Yeah, he really does.
He's got a lot of
points or opinions.
A lot of things.
Because you know what they say, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, but nobody wants to hear it.
Asshole comes with an opinion that's actually pretty good.
Here's the thing, by God. You know what? I don't give a shit about anything anybody can say about anything. I believe when I believe in, and I don't, though.
I mean, you like your truck, don't you?
I do like my truck.
So you give a shit about your truck.
I do.
You also give a shit about your asshole. You don't want anybody penetrating that, right?
Well, this one asshole. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not talking about just one asshole.
I want to see who wants to lick on it. I don't.
Assholes matter.
Assholes do matter. All assholes matter. We actually got into this one earlier. We were talking about the Black Lives Matter movement and the All Lives Matter movement. Listen. We understand there's a problem. Black Lives Matter, we understand. You guys have a good point. That's great. I think what you guys are doing are great. Unfortunately, you need to remember that it's not just all lives matter. This whole race bullshit needs to go away. Take away Black Lives Matter. Take away all lives matter. How about we just stop identifying ourselves by race? Why can't we just be male and female and by age bracket? Because we're white.
You can't even be male and female now.
Well, why can't we? Why do we need to have a race? Why does race have white? But that doesn't have anything to do with it. It's not color.
It literally has everything to do with it.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. It's all government generated. If we stop putting down race, if we all as a nation stopped identifying ourselves as a color, things would change.
Why can't we all just be Pokemon trainers? And just go out there and catch them all.
Pokemon trainer. That would be great. We're all Pokemon trainers.
Why can't we all just be the very best that no one ever was?
Gotta catch them all. This whole movement. Why do we keep getting back into politics?
Because this is what we do.
You say movement, and all I think of is bow. Like if I say a word, you say the first word that pops in your head. You know what? I hear movement and bow.
Oh, I gotta be.
Bowel movement.
See, you got his bowels already going. All you gotta do is say bowel. I said movement. You said bowel.
Well,
he's gotta pee.
Bradshaw's got to pee. We need to re-up. Probably got to use the bathroom ourselves. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're listening to 3 Guys and a 12-Pack, and Bradshaw fallen.
But that's okay.
We'll be back, everybody. Thank you for listening. This is for Bradshaw right here. Rocky Top. Woo! Tennessee.
Half a brain. Don't do it.
What if you get a whole brain?
That was just for Bradshaw right there. Want to play him a little bit of Rocky Top, Tennessee for him.
I'm pretty sure like
the
whole listeners like understand that. Don't do it.
Don't do what now? Because now your
Trump.
mic's on. Don't vote for Trump.
Don't vote for Trump. Instead, vote for the new Nintendo system.
Yes. Isn't that awesome? Dude, this is pretty sweet. I already want one. I already told my girlfriend Christmas. It better be under the tree.
So, well, except in Dean, who has Pokemon Go?
Oh, I do.
So both of you guys do.
Yeah.
Both of us play.
I'm level 16.
Oh shit.
I think I'm level 10.
Yeah.
Dean sucks at this game.
You know what's funny? Your girlfriend and my girlfriend are both lower level than me.
Nobody cares.
Just let them know, you know.
So yeah. I've had fun. I mean, it's great. Me and my girlfriend, we've been spending time together. We go out and hit Pokestops and been hanging out and playing it. And I mean, it's awesome.
How's that going though?
Good.
Dude, there's a stop right up the street that's got like 7 Pokestops in it, and it's got a gym right there. And me and Tanya actually went. It closes down. It closes down at dark. or at 5 p.m. actually, I think it's whenever the area closes down. But we went in after dark, and probably when we shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
But we used our little data chips, so that you know how it draws the Pokemon if you use the data chip on the Pokestop.
Yeah.
We put them on opposite
the modules.
We put them on opposite Pokestops, right in between we were sitting. And it was just nonstop. Like you throw a Pokeball, and then as soon as you get out, there's no one coming. You throw a Pokeball, there's no one coming. It was just nonstop. So that would have been a great time to use that egg, but we didn't use the eggs.
The lucky eggs? Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, we did have a good time sitting up there at, you know, our stop where there's like 7 stops in between, you know, and there was a gym and.
Oh, we'll go up to USF, and there's like this little lake pond like thing at USF. And there's 3 Pokestops if you walk around that. So you hit the 1 Pokestop, cool. You hit the 2nd Pokestop, great. You hit the 3rd Pokestop, awesome. And by the time you get back around, the first one's up again. You hit it again. Boosh.
There's like 7 up there around the corner.
We went to Wiregrass, and we just walked around Wiregrass, and there's like at least 20 of them in there or whatever.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
We'll go because we live right by the golf course, the USF golf course.
Yeah.
So there's a Pokestop right there. Was it last night? It was either last night or the night before. Drove in there, parked, hit the Pokestop. I put a module on there, and not even 2 minutes after putting a module up, there was probably like. I don't know, 10 cars at least that were in the parking lot there just because the module went up.
They saw the little rose petals going down. They already know what's going down over there. I'm going to get that.
They wanted to be part of that.
Yeah.
So I almost wanted to put up a sign, you know, Team Blue only.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I can't wait till you have a watch. You can actually challenge people.
Oh, yeah. They made what, 11? They made 9 million? Or 9 million? 9 billion.
I have no idea what
they made an extraordinary amount of money off of this already. In the first week, I think their stock went up by 9 billion. I think. And then it was 11.9 or 11.2 by the second week or something like that. So it's ridiculous. I mean, they've been making a lot of money on that. But, yeah, I mean, it's great. It's bringing people together. People are getting out. They're seeing things. People aren't paying attention. They didn't pay attention before, so why does it matter now? You know, they just got one more thing. They're playing Pokemon Go in their car. Oh, so they've been texting and Facebooking in their car and doing the same crap. Now they're playing Pokemon and doing it, you know.
Yeah.
You can't blame that on Pokemon. It's all the cell phone. If you get rid of the cell phone in the car, then you know you won't be using it.
Well, I mean the whole revolution is they're going hands free.
It's a revolution.
Yeah, exactly. They're going hands free in all the cars. If you look at all the newer cars, they've all got rolling Wi-Fi. They've all got the with the Bluetooth technology, so that whenever you do get a phone call or a text message, you can send it back hands free.
So they'll finally figure out how to do Pokemon Go hands-free?
Well, no, they have not figured out Pokemon Go hands-free unless this whole watch is going to make it hands-free. Well, if they can, they will. They will. The bracelets. If it becomes a problem, yeah.
Those bracelets, people are making money off of those. They're retailing in stores for like anywhere from $15 to $35. If you go on eBay right now, you can get one. Go on eBay right now. You can get one for the low price of $140.
Yeah.
People
are definitely upcharging.
Yeah.
Google Glass?
Oh, the glasses?
Didn't seem like it would be a good idea, but until... Oh.
Yeah, try talking into your mic. It's on. You just need to talk into it.
Yeah.
What about, Google Glass?
So what's Google Glass?
When you wear, glasses.
It's Google Glasses.
But they call it Google Glass.
So what do they do?
Yeah.
What does a Google Glass do?
Well, originally, they're just like, kind of... Like whatever, just like you looked at it and it's like, oh yeah, this is Google. You can do that. But
so it's like a smartphone except for its glasses.
In a way, yes.
How do you not know this?
Yeah.
Because I don't read current events or Yahoo News or any other news stations that you might read on the daily
They were
basis.
talking about actually making a contact lens. Google is. They're working on it. That goes in. You put it in this contact lens and it records.
I heard about that.
So, like, if you ever thought about, you know,
I did hear about that.
POV.
Actually. Yeah.
Hey, that would be great for a certain industry.
You told me, yeah.
That would be great for a certain industry.
No, but this thing is.
We're not going to bring up
lightweight cameras.
Yeah. Yeah, but we don't.
If it sounded like that, it sounded like it was yours.
You don't have the mustache for it, Bradshaw.
You don't think so?
No, it's too small. It's too thin.
Damn, I used to.
Yeah, you used to.
I've got the mustache for it.
He does. He does.
Yeah.
Well, he's always had a porn stash. He doesn't. He can't even help it. If he doesn't trim it, it's a porn stash.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even if I trim it.
Mine gets pretty thick too.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Wow, that's a terrible joke. That was terrible. There wasn't even anything to lead into with that.
Oh well, whatever.
Yeah. Just letting you know that right now. But yeah, you're right about the Pokemon Go. How it's bringing people together, because I mean, you could look at it this way. If a couple in the same age bracket likes Pokemon and they both download the game, they're more likely to spend more time in the evenings going to do things like Pokemon, because it is Pokemon Go. You have to go out and do things. And the whole point is, I think, is 2016, the year that America was no longer fat because of Pokemon Go.
My girlfriend is actually like waiting on her father once again.
If you want to talk about stupid people playing Pokemon Go, look at the plus sides. They're going to be stupid. They're going to walk out in the middle of whatever.
You see those guys like
or walk off the cliffs or something. So that's weeding out stupidity there.
That really did happen.
They're going to be playing Pokemon Go. They won't be having sex.
Yeah,
they won't.
right.
Stupid won't be reproducing. What are we complaining about, people?
Seriously.
Let it go.
I don't know.
Seriously, just let it go.
In general,
let it go.
If people are going to play it, let them play it.
Just be happy. I don't know. Who fucking cares?
Exactly.
You know what? Fuck that. Do what you want as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else.
We just got to keep
Do what you fucking want.
We have to keep our elitist comments to ourselves. So there's not going to be any of that. Let the stupid people go.
I've not once said elitist comment.
No, we just had one.
Hey, guess what's coming out, though? Nintendo also
awesome.
Is coming out with
awesome.
A new Nintendo. It is going to be a small... I'm looking at a picture of it now, and it's like handheld. They're holding it in their hand. I mean, it still looks like a pretty decent size. It's like maybe a 6-inch sub or something.
I don't know if you remember the old Nintendo, but it wasn't very big anyway. So
no, it wasn't. So they made it a little bit smaller. It's gonna come. It's gonna come.
I'm done.
Preloaded with 30 games.
Sorry.
And it's gonna come preloaded with 30 games on it. The games that it has on there will be Balloon Fight, Bubble Bobble, Castlevania 2, Donkey Kong Jr., Double Dragon 2, Dr. Mario, Excite Bike, Final Fantasy, Galaga, Goblins, Ghosts and Goblins, Gradius, Ice Climber, Kid Icarus, Kirby's Adventure, Mario Brothers, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Pac-Man, Punch-Out featuring Mr. Dream, Star Tropics, Super C, Super Mario Brothers 2 and 3, Tecmo Bowl, which will be, I know, your favorite, Dean, The Legend of Zelda, and Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link.
But no Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No. I mean, well, you can't put everything on there. You got to save some stuff to make some extra money. It's going to retail, it says it will be available November 11th. For $59.99. If my girlfriend is listening, November 11th.
For $59.95.
99 plus tax.
Cents. My bad.
You best have that money.
Because he's expecting it under his tree.
Yes, Christmas. It better be there. It'll come with the console and a controller, and you could buy extra controllers if you need to. So that's gonna be fun. That's another little bit of nostalgia that I would love to have. I just want to play the Final Fantasy, Personally.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
We've all played Final Fantasy 1 and 2, but it's great games.
Oh yeah,
and especially with the newer system coming out. I mean, you can call it nostalgia if you want, but we all remember the regular Nintendo, because if you're in our age group, you remember having a regular Nintendo.
Well, I didn't have one, but you had one at your house.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely had
and
one.
we used to play Super Spike Volleyball, 21,
Paperboy,
Tecmo Bowl. Oh yeah.
Shoot out of Tecmo Bowl.
Bigfoot, Monster Jam.
Yeah,
Monster
Jam.
Back and forth on the controllers. Yes.
I mean, I don't even think
game.
the button mashing that we did actually did anything, but we mashed the hell out of the buttons anyway.
And you know what? Those controllers, they held up.
Do you remember how tough those controllers were compared to the controllers nowadays?
You know me. I know the toughness of controllers.
We could not break those regular Nintendo controllers.
PlayStation.
They were not breakable.
PlayStation 1 controllers?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, did I go through a lot of those.
Cheap plastic versus really hard Nintendo plastic.
Yes. I went through plenty of PlayStation.
PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3.
I was just preparing for the zombie apocalypse and was testing out the axe on the plate. Never mind, we won't get into it.
All we need to know is that PlayStation controllers are not as durable as Nintendo controllers. That is the point that we're making.
That is a proven fact.
Proven fact.
Kid tested, mother approved.
I don't know if it's mother approved, but
it's definitely been tested.
It's definitely wallet approved.
Oh yeah. So, Miami, people in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
If I was them, I'd be pretty upset. If I was a baseball fan, okay. And there's probably not many of them down there.
I mean, they don't have a whole lot to be happy about anyway, just because of the whole Dwight Howard incident. I mean, at least they're not burning his jerseys.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
At least they're not burning his jerseys like they were doing with King James.
So you lose Dwight Howard for your basketball team
in 1 week.
So you're already upset, and then the Florida Marlins tell you, "Hey,
Miami Marlins."
Are they Miami Marlins now?
I'm pretty sure they're Miami Marlins.
Are they?
Yeah, they play in Miami now. I know that.
They've been playing in Miami since they started, but
no, I think
they were always in Miami. Yes.
Are they still Florida Marlins?
I don't. Who cares? Who really cares at this point? Okay, so this is what they do. But yeah, they are the Miami Marlins. Yeah. Well, look at that. Yeah, good for them. Whatever. Anywho, it doesn't even matter.
It really doesn't.
It doesn't matter
Honestly,
what your name is.
The city of Miami has really gotten it rough in the last week.
Because what you did to your people was dirty.
It doesn't matter if it's Miami or Jacksonville or anywhere in Florida. It doesn't matter where you're from. You're still really royally screwing over your fans. Good job.
So let's tell you what they did. Carlos Stratton was in the home run derby, and the Marlins organization told their fans that, hey, this was right before the home run derby. They said for however many, they didn't put a cap on it. They just said for however many home runs Carlos Stratton hits in the home run derby, they will take 1% off of ticket sales, of the price of a ticket for the remaining home games for the rest of the 2016 season.
I guess the Miami Marlins probably should have thought about how many home runs that Mr. Stratton probably could have hit in said home run derby, because let's face it, he hit 61 home runs.
61. So that would have been 61% off of the price of a ticket.
Perhaps somebody in upper management made a mistake when they
somebody
did
in
their promo.
Promotions made a mistake.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This was a huge ball drop.
And then they reneged on it. They reneged on the deal.
You can't. First of all, it doesn't matter how much money you got or how much you think you're going to lose. You're the owner of a baseball club. You cannot ruin your fan base, especially in a newer fan base, because I don't know how long they've been in Miami, but
since they started,
I don't think that they've been in Miami that long.
Yes, they were in Miami the whole time.
Were they always in Miami?
Yes.
So why would they go from Florida to Miami? That makes no sense.
Because Tampa Bay got a team, they got a new stadium down in Miami, so they just switched it.
I mean, whatever, but still the point is you can't ruin your fan base. You don't exactly have a great program there anyway.
No.
How can you make promises and then not keep them? That's just, I mean, come on. That was stupid to begin with.
They
it was
said
a bad promo.
They ended up capping it at 25% now.
Cap it at 25. Doing that. Then you should have made that cap beforehand.
Thank you. You should have set that ahead of time But they didn't.
Okay, then give us some kind of like come out and say, hey, look, we put our foots in our mouth. We know we messed up. Hey, listen, we'll still give you 25% because we know that our guy did really great in the home run derby. We did not expect to see this kind of outcome, and we put our foots in our mouth. So we can't lose this much money, but you know what? As a fan base, we're still going to give you this much. But instead of doing that, let's not release any statements. No, we're not.
No,
doing
they released
61.
a statement that they were going to do it at 25%, but they still they just screwed up. What they should do is for the next big series that's coming in for an actually good baseball team, they should say, hey, these tickets we're going to make 61% off.
And then for the rest of the season,
the next 10 home games we'll make 61% off, but after that it'll be 25%.
Yeah.
At least honor somewhat what you said you were going to do.
That's even better, actually.
That's what they should do.
Yeah, and give them a limitation on how many games we're going to give the 61%.
Yes.
Instead of just saying, no, we're capping it at 25 after the fact.
Yep.
If you want to give a 25% cap, let's do, say, the next 2 series, or like he said, the next series, or the next 10 home games.
Something like that.
Yeah, let's do it at 61%, and then for the rest of the season, we'll do 25% or 20% or whatever. But you can't just make a statement and then not follow through with it.
Exactly. That's just horrible.
You're ruining your fan base, first of all.
That's bad play.
That's like the Rays trading Longo. Let's hope that never happens.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hurt, especially the way they're playing right now.
Face of the franchise. Can you believe that they've been talking about trading Longo as if that's an option?
I can believe it. They're not talking about trading Archer. I think they said that he's not going to be on the block. Archer. But they've talked about Matt Moore.
Well, that's because Matt Moore is actually pitching like an ace right now.
Yeah, now.
Well, our only ace, actually.
Yeah.
And then Matt Andres and Everyday Erasmo is also probably on the trading block. And the only one that's really not on the trading block is Kiermaier, I think.
Yeah, there's no way that they're trading Kevin Kiermaier. They can't get rid of a guy like that, a guy that brings heart to the team, where they've had issues with people. They had issues with Souza Jr. Effort. Yes.
But it's not just Souza Jr. It's Desmond Jennings. It's Tim Beckham. It's just people not wanting to be there. Yep. So yeah, definitely. Kevin Kiermaier cannot be on the trading block.
No, not at all. Not at all. And this season is a wash anyways. It's just injuries. And they took a gamble. They took a gamble with trying to
go with some bats.
Get some bats. And they've seen some production.
There was a definite difference. We were leading the MLB in home runs at one point in time.
Yeah, but the problem with that was they were hitting home runs, but there was nobody on base.
Yeah, it was all solo homers. Not all. There were some game winners. There were some walk-offs. There were definitely some 3-run homers that happened in the middle of games that would bring us back. But yeah, a lot of them were solo homers.
And that was the problem. That's always been a problem for the Rays, is them being able to get people in from scoring positions.
Yeah.
You know, people that are on second and third, and leaving men stranded. It's always been an issue.
Well, this year, you know, that's it. I don't know. I don't want to say that it improved, but I feel like that some of their gambles worked out. I guess a lot of them didn't. But it's only halfway through the year, so you don't really know how those gambles are going to work out unless, the gambles that you took, or you're going to pass off the contracts, or you're looking to get some kind of return on the bats that you thought you were going to get. But I mean, are we really in that stage where we need to get rid of, let's say, Longo, like a face of the franchise?
Are they going to make Kiermaier the face of the franchise? I mean, this is the thing that gets me. Everybody talks about, oh, look how Tim Beckham worked out for you. He ended up being garbage, basically. You could have had Buster Posey. Would we have really had Buster Posey right now?
Well, we did pass on him, and we took Tim Beckham before Buster Posey.
Let's be honest, though. Would the Rays have had Buster Posey right now?
No. We would not. We would no longer have Buster Posey.
No, he would have been traded away because we wouldn't have been able to afford him.
But we would have had him for the few years while he was being developed. That's if to say that our coaches would have developed in the same way that other coaches would have developed and where he was drafted too.
True.
So it's all because coaching makes a big difference on all players and all levels.
Oh,
of sports.
It does. And
All
who
levels of
have the Rays put out?
As far as batters,
Yes.
I don't know if our farm system is really set up for batting.
No, for pitching, yes.
Oh yeah, we have a great
For
farm system
pitching.
with pitching.
Yeah.
We're probably one of the best historically as far as farm system goes with pitching.
And they've done
because we
great.
generate pitchers like there's no other.
And they've been great at being able to read pitchers and know when to trade them away.
Yeah. Which,
So-
I hate to say it, Matt Moore, thank you for the season you've had this year. I'm glad you turned your things around. Thank you for the service that you've been to us. Thank you for all the games that you've won us. Thank you for your great pitching throughout the years that we've had you. I'm sorry, but I know
Be
how the
happy
Rays
you're about to
operate.
get paid.
But you are about to get paid, and I'm glad. And I hope you end up on a championship team because you deserve it, man. You really do. You've done Tampa Bay a great thing, but I know you're going to be the first one to go.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that's the way our organization runs. They've got to get return. You've done the best at creating your value, the best that you could, and I'm glad that you did that because you're about to get paid, homie. Congratulations.
Yep. People will ask, give me a second here, because people will ask, so how do you feel about the Rays baseball season? Do you think that they're going to be able to pull something out of the hat and make the playoffs? Will the Rays make the playoffs? Well, this is my answer. Or maybe not. Maybe that's not my answer. Silence? Crickets? Yeah, that'll be my answer. We'll go with that.
You still didn't get it?
Nope, didn't come up, but that's okay. That's okay. That's all right.
Well, we all
That's
know
all right.
that, as far as Rays management, they've already scrapped the season. The season's over. That's why everybody's talking about the trading block now. Half the team is on the trading block, and a lot of them are stars that we should probably position players that we cannot replace.
Well, we
I mean-
messed up. We already got rid of position players that we should have been keeping, and
Yeah, well, that's why we're in the position that we're in right now, because we lost the position players like Rivera. We're not even going to talk about the Hank Conger thing. How about that? Let's not talk about Hank Conger.
how about Zobrist and Will Myers that we've ended up letting go and whatnot. Those guys are producing now on other teams, and
Yeah.
and we could just blame it all on the stadium. Let's just keep that going. We'll blame
Yeah.
it on the stadium.
Well, when
and
they're in
whatnot.
Hillsborough County, things
So,
will be different, right?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
what
not
we're
even.
hoping.
I'm not even gonna get into that right now.
I actually think it's a good idea that they're moving towards Hillsborough County, or at least they're looking towards Hillsborough County.
I'm just gonna be happy about the Lightning right now.
Touche, because I have to give you that because I am really excited about as the off season went. I am super stoked for opening day.
We are going to a hockey game. Me and you.
We're going to several hockey
Me
games.
and you
I
are
don't know
going
what the hell- I don't know what the hell you're talking
to
about.
hockey games next season.
We're going to several.
Yes.
Yes.
We are.
We're going to go to some football games. That's
I don't
for
know
sure.
about that.
No,
I
I'm
don't know
going to
about
some
that.
Bucks games.
Really?
Yeah.
But I thought we were going to broadcast some Bucks games, or not
Well-
broadcast, but we're going to do some play-by-play.
We're going to do some play-by-play, yeah. So we're not going to go to every game, especially when we have home games. Here we can do play-by-play while we're tailgating if you really want to.
I'm spoiled right now, man. I've been doing some Lightning coverage and stuff and whatnot, and I've been writing some articles about the Lightning, and I had the privilege to go to the Lightning development camp and go in the locker room and talk to some of these new guys and some of these guys that haven't quite made it up yet but are being developed to make it up to the team. Man, that was an awesome experience, and I tell you what, I would rather be covering basically what you could call somewhat of a rookie Lightning training camp.
Yeah.
Inside in the cold next to an ice ring to be outside in the heat with the Bucks training camp in Florida.
I don't know. I'm kind of jealous. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm definitely jealous. I would love to be in that position. Covering something like that because that would be. I mean, that's an experience all on its own.
That's awesome.
It's
awesome.
If you get to see the talent before
The
the
talent
regular
is talent.
Yeah,
quote unquote.
Before
yes.
the regular fans, the TV watchers, the season ticket holders, the people who go to the games, they don't see this talent.
Well, no.
You're
See,
meeting
this is
this
the thing.
talent.
Though it's open to the public. These development camps that the Lightning hold.
Yeah.
Excuse me, in Brandon, at the Brandon Ice Sports Forum.
Right there at Falkenberg and 60.
Yeah, right around there. Right around that.
Right over the railroad tracks after
Yep,
Falkenberg 60.
It's just past Woodbury.
Yeah, I know exactly where it's at.
Just past that on the left-hand side.
Yeah, that's
if you're
right in the middle of Brandon.
If you're right before you get to 60. If you're in Florida, Tampa, Florida, you know what we're talking about. If not, just nod your head and be like, "Oh yeah."
Or you could just Google
agree.
it, Brandon Ice Sports Forum.
You could.
And that would probably give you, if you hit the little maps icon, if you have an Android, that would probably take you right to it.
Yep. You don't even have to drive. You hit the button, it takes you right there.
Yep. It's an instant teleportation device.
If you believe that, Gullible's written on your ceiling.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, man, it was an awesome experience, and it was great just to see the drills that they run, and some of the other stuff that they do. Were like the reporters there that go there a lot and see this stuff. They tell you that the power skating is the most boring time to watch. But I found it interesting because I've been skating a couple times, ice skating. I took my girlfriend. She's from Detroit. She's been around ice. They have winters there and seasons, unlike Florida.
Yeah.
So she got to ice skate and things like that. She's played hockey before, and I took her a couple times just to be like, oh, this would be a cute date. I'm going to take you ice skating. And she was happy about it. It was a cool thing.
Yeah,
Seems nostalgia,
like a decent date.
And I could stand on skates. I could stay up. I busted my ass a couple times, but I could, for the most part, stay on my feet. Stopping is the problem. I couldn't stop. And this little 10-year-old kid skated in front of me. And I ended up checking him right to the boards because I can't stop. And I saw him coming. I was like, I can't stop. And he apparently he couldn't stop either. So I just boom right into the boards. Oh, it was great. And he, I made sure he was okay. He was holding his groin area. And I was like, "You okay, man? You gonna be all right?" He's like, I'm fine. Hey, you shouldn't have skated in front of me. Tough shit, kid.
I grew up in this area. Obviously, you would know that. Not too far from the Brandon Ice Sports Forum. I've been there 3 or 4 times, but I've only ice skated probably 3 times. But by the 3rd time I've been on the ice in my entire life, I started learning how to stop. I'm telling you, turning your skates sideways. One skate to start with, and then you get both of them going. It's really not as difficult as it looks. I say that because the first time I ice skated, now listen to me, I busted my ass just as much as you did, I promise you. The second time I came out, I was actually able to go around like the skating rink.
Oh no, I could skate just fine. Like I said, I didn't bust my
because
ass
you
that
knew how to
much.
Skate.
Because I roller skated before.
Yeah,
I
and
can
it's
rollerblade.
basically the same thing.
I can rollerblade kind of. It's different on your ankles though.
Yes.
Ice skating is more upper calf and stuff like that. Oh yeah. And after I've ice skated and watched hockey, I had a newfound respect for those guys.
Not easy, but they do it every day, so their ankles are probably much stronger.
Oh yeah,
than
and they're
ours,
used
for sure.
to it. They're used to it, but still,
we could all get to that point if this was our job. I get it, but at the same time,
it's not my job. So
it's not my job, so I'm not great at it.
Yeah.
However, it is something that we could get good at. But we still have mad respect for the guys that do it every day because shit is not easy.
No, it is not. But it is fun to do.
So about them Bucks games that we're going to go to.
That's going to be more expensive than the Lightning games.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not going to be any less
I'll
or
tell
more.
you, I'll put this out there, okay?
Okay.
We both agree that we're going to go to Lightning games.
Yes.
This is recorded right now. This is on record.
Yep.
I'll go to a couple Bucks games with you. Okay. But the next Rays season, you need to go to a couple baseball games with me.
I've been to a couple baseball games with you. I know I've been to one at least.
No.
Yeah.
When?
When me, you, your dad, and Joe went that one game, I went.
Oh, was that the White Sox game?
I believe
we
so.
were in the playoffs, and the White Sox won.
I remember that game.
We beat the White Sox
I don't
during the
remember
playoffs.
whether we won or lost because I wasn't paying attention.
No.
Baseball.
We won because remember we were walking back to where we parked, and those girls came riding by, and they were like, "Did we win?" We were like, "Yeah." And then Joe was like, "Show us your boobs," and she flashed us right in front of the cops, and even that cop was just like, "Yeah."
That's Tampa.
See, and why do you not want to go to the baseball game when that happens, you know?
Well, I'm not really a big baseball fan. I didn't even know. Because
Are you a boob? You like boobs,
I like
don't you?
boobs,
All right, well, let's go to the baseball game.
It's not like there's boobs automatically involved in the baseball game. You have to get lucky to see some boobs.
That's your problem. You didn't watch baseball games.
No, baseball's too slow
when you were
a sport.
a kid. When I was a kid, I didn't like watching it.
And I still can't watch
it. When I kind of hit teenager a little bit, the Rays didn't have a baseball team yet. So if you were watching baseball in Tampa, you rooted for
the Florida Marlins.
No. The Atlanta Braves
or Atlanta, yeah.
Because that was TBS.
Yep.
And they played those games on cable,
Yep.
or the Chicago Cubs. And those were the important games, the Chicago Cub games, because the Chicago Cub cameramen, the photographers there, they always zoomed in on the chicks that had big boobs. Always. Always. Those guys were titty guys. They always found those chicks.
Thank you.
Always.
Chicago Cubs cameraman.
Harry Carey. Look at the tits on that one.
Said 3 guys and a 12-pack.
He never said that, but you know he wanted to.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're gonna go see some sports.
I'll go to a few baseball games with you, but you can't expect me to enjoy it.
This is the thing about baseball, though. While you're watching baseball, you go ahead and you gotta go with somebody that you could talk to, and when you're with somebody you could talk to, it makes the game go, because like you go there. And, like, I go to the games with my dad, and we sit there, we conversate, we watch some baseball, you drink a beer or two, and you conversate, and you're watching baseball, you talk about life, you talk about the game, something exciting happens, cool. And that's the thing about baseball, though. It's the vibe it brings, and what it gives you, and what you're watching with somebody else, so you enjoy it. And that's the whole thing. That's the great vibe about it, you know. It's like Pokemon Go. It brings some togetherness, you know.
I guess in this in this specific instance, with as far as baseball goes, I would have to go with somebody that I knew that I could speak to.
Like me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
You know, because I would need somebody that I was talking to during the game, because the game is so slow for me that I can't watch it.
Yeah.
You know, but as far as baseball fans go, just like I'm a football fan or a hockey fan, you know what I mean? You know, baseball fans can sit through any game regardless. They're not going to need you or me. So I'm never going to go to a game by myself. But again, just like a baseball fan's probably never going to go to a football game by himself, because
if you're that set in that thing.
But us being sports fans in general, I think that we could probably sit through any game if we have the banter that goes with a familiar face.
Yep. All right, that's been 3 Guys and a 12-Pack. I'm Tony Goldtrap. You've been listening with Dean Danley. Michael Bradshaw couldn't make it through the podcast. He's already passed out. So we want to thank everybody for listening. We'll be recording again next Saturday at 8 o'clock. And who knows, we might have the phone lines out. So stay tuned to Facebook and check for the phone number. You might be able to call in. We'll let you know. We'll keep you posted on Facebook. I'm Tony Goldtrap again. Dean Danley.
That's it.
3 Guys and a 12-Pack. Thanks for listening.
Week.
See ya.